Libra, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for early May 2026. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know, I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get right down to business, as always, and start you off with an oracle card here, just so we can dip our toes into energy and see what's happening for the lovely Libra collective. I hope you're all doing fabulous and fantastic, my friends. Let's get it going here. My guide, spirit team, talk to me. What do we got for the beautiful Libra collective in early May 2026? It is Taurus season, lovely time of year. What energies, messages, insights can we take a little peek at? And yeah, we're just going to take a real quick look at this first card, then we'll get into the full reading itself. And at the very end, I'll pull you a bonus card from the Shadowland Tarot, just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you can lean into, which is always interesting. But let's get it going here. Let's rock and see what we got for Libra in early May. What's the vibe? What's the energy? Let's get this card out nice and quick. There we go. Cool. Yeah, this is a big picture type of energy that I pick up with this. And I actually haven't seen this card in quite a while. It looks like very simplistic when it comes to the symbolism, but it does speak about our big picture journey. So, like, it's similar to the star in that kind of way. Now, before we fully dive into that, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the May subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. And also, if you could kindly illuminate that like button, but tapping it right on its third eye, I'd greatly appreciate it. But enough of the promo, back into the reading. Let's talk more in depth about this card. So as you can see, we have this individual kind of dressed up in costume, kind of looks like a bird. We have beautiful clouds and sky behind him there, and we have these white doves and birds that seem to be guiding him along with strings. So it's like, oh wow, what's this? Now, to me, whenever I see white doves in any divination card, I think of spirit. I think of guides, spirit team, ancestors, angels, all those beautiful energies that help guide us, whether we see them or whether we don't, whether we feel them or whether we don't. So to me, this is a really strong card of spiritual protection and insulation. So for some Libras, maybe there's someone or multiple spirits on the other side saying like, hey, we are with you, hey, we're helping to guide you. Now again, there is that big picture thinking I think of here, where it's like, I'm not worrying about the past, I'm not even really worried about what's right now, but there's something about my big picture journey, like my purpose. So for some Libras, maybe that's something you're pondering, right? The mysteries of the meanings of life, and what is my purpose, what am I doing, where am I heading? There's like a lot of wondering with this card. But I love the spiritual protection behind it, and I love the forward momentum. That's really great. There's an optimism to it as well. So we're just going to put him down right there. He could keep going about his journey. Let's get into tarot. And yeah, I always say that first card, it doesn't make or break the reading. It's just a little footnote. So let's get you 3 tarot cards in the upright. Then we'll get into that intuitive juiciness. Shuffle it up one time here for the lovely Libras in early May. And while we get this deck shuffled up and ready to go, let's talk about last week's reading. So it was titled The Big Return, and it did show up in multiple areas of the reading and the spread, where it's like an energy looping back or an energy revisiting. And even if that didn't happen, that could still bleed over for a couple weeks, whether it's, discussing and unpacking things and situations from the past, whether it's situations or thought processes or habits or people. It's like I'm revisiting. There's an energy that seems to be looping back in. So we're going to see what shows up this week. As you know, energy is very fluid, never set in stone. So only take this how it hits for you, because we could be seeing your vibe or somebody else, right? Let's get it going here. 3 cards for the lovely Libras. What is happening in early May? 3 of Cups. Cool. All right. I mean, that's celebratory. That's at least a really good start. So we're going to get them tucked in right here. Usually this card does have a lot of positivity to it. So I love that that is our starting line. Let's get a couple more. Okay, 8 of Pentacles, cool. Yeah, it's like this weird work-play balance, right? And everyone knows Libra is represented by the scales, but like when this is work, this is play. It's like I work hard, I play hard. It's so odd. Let's get one more. Let's get one more. What do we got? Cool. Devil. Okay. Yeah, temptation with this card here. So we have an extremely intriguing mixture of energies going on here, Libra. Whether it's coming from outside or inside, there's stuff we want to analyze further. But let's go through. I'll give you some of the classical meanings and archetypes, then we'll get into that juicy intuitive stuff. But at first glance, I always love to look at the elements, and we have a pretty good combination here. Elements really frame the reading and tell us how things move. And we have a mixture of water and earth which is pretty good. I always say water and earth combined can represent blessings and abundance, which is really good. But it is earth heavy, right? Like with the Eight of Pentacles and the Devil. I know he looks like fire and brimstone, but he's technically earth. And with that combination, when I see earth, I think of routine. I think of stability and security. I think of day to day life, where it's like every day at this time, I do this. There's something about it that's very structured. Earth energy is very strong when it comes to work, business, career, investment. So you might be in pentacle mode right now, something you're working towards. That's very possible. Um, it could be home and family and any of the material aspects of this world. That's what it is. Right? It's not so spiritual. It's more about the material world. The downside to too much earth is that sometimes it could be a little stubborn. Sometimes it could be a little heavy. Sometimes the energy is a little dry. So we want to keep an eye on this as we move forward because it's like this energy is flowing. What's this doing? It seems to slow down as it moves along too. Now on the front here we do have water. That's the emotional realm. That's matters of the heart. Water is really strong when it comes to interpersonal relationships and connections. Represents things, people, situations that we are emotionally invested in or care about. It could be creativity and imagination and expressiveness. I really like the water suit, but the downside to it is that sometimes that water can be very intense and it can pull you under, right? Like it's always waxing and waning, in and out. So we want to see how this all plays together. Um, the only thing I'm really like catching my eye already is that devil, but let's go through and start building this out piece by piece. Position number one, we got the Three of Cups. We're starting good. We're starting with a bang, right? We got the three people right there. They're raising a toast. Now, I know this card does get a bit of a bad reputation. A lot of people are like third party this, third party that. I mean, that can be the case, but I don't like to simplify it just to that. When I see this card, I think of people that are celebrating for a reason, right? So this card, obviously, to me, can represent get-togethers, socializing if that's something you're interested in doing. But it's a win or a victory, right? These people are celebrating something that they are happy about. So that's great, depending on what clarifies it. It could also represent recreational activity and having fun and letting loose. So maybe you need to make some time for that, do something that you enjoy. But the downside, yes, it can represent groupie, not groupie, like funky group dynamics when this card is here. It could represent overindulgences, right? Because this is a very pleasurable Venus type of energy. So again, if there's certain things that you find tempting, certain things you're trying to curb or like stay away from, the Three of Cups is like, screw it. What's one gonna hurt? It's like one of those. But we're gonna call it a positive until some other stuff shows us otherwise. But yeah, it can just be overindulgence. Now, and again, it doesn't have to be your energy. This could be someone else's showing up. But moving to the middle, we have the work hard, right? So we got the play hard. Now we got the work hard here with the Eight of Pentacles. And we see this person there over their workbench, very diligent, working towards something. I love this. I always say it's artisanal, it's creative. So there is a strong energy towards emotional and artistic expressiveness in this week's spread that I really like. But this is probably the biggest card, in my opinion, of work, career, business, and finance. So there might be a lot happening in that realm for you, whether you're doing well, whether it's like mediocre, whether you're bored, like there could be certain things going on there. The Eight of Pentacles to me is a card of effort, where it's like this one is just enjoying itself very leisurely. This one is like pushing, working. Like there's a lot of effort going into something. And when we look at this in an interpersonal connection type of way, this could represent fixing something, trying to fix something, trying to put energy into something. So we do want to keep an eye, because the downside to the Eight of Pentacles is sometimes it's a card that can try too hard, or it's an energy that can force something. You ever hear the phrase force a square peg into a round hole? Sometimes the Eight of Pentacles will try to do that. Now, moving to the back end, I'm not going to say this is, worst case scenario, right? We do have the devil. This is big Capricorn energy. If you're connected to Capricorn, this could be them showing up here, only due to the goat symbolism. And yes, it looks like fire and brimstone, but it is super earthy energy. And to me, the devil, believe it or not, does have some positives in the tarot meaning, where it's great for the money. It's great for the work. It's great for the finance. It's great for the material aspects, because when you look into the deeper esoteric symbolism of the devil, it represents the material world, right? So it's good for those things. But the downside, the devil can also represent addictions. It could also represent temptations. It could also represent toxicity of all different kinds. It could represent attachments. It could represent feeling trapped. The Eight of Pentacles with the devil combined with it is like a hamster running in a wheel. So this is something we do want to keep an eye on, because, could it be a warning? Sure. But I guess mileage may vary. For some of you, this could be really great for work, career, and money. For others, this could be extremely frustrating. So I want to dive deeper on all of this, Libra. Let's do it. Let's jump in and clarify. Okay. Let's get a good shuffle here for you, my friends. And yes, this is where I go intuitive with the message. It means I just tell you how it feels to me, so feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot, because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation. I'm just giving you mine. Let's go in on that Three of Cups. Oh, and yes, if you're a reader yourself, please feel free to play along. That's why the box is here. If you're feeling any messages you want to give to Libra, you could drop it in the comments. I don't mind at all. Okay, Three of Cups time. Yeah, and I also find it interesting, like the Three of Cups and the Devil, like these energies could definitely be like pleasure-seeking or addictive tendencies too. Let's go in on the three. Let's see what that has. What's that Three of Cups here? Cool. All right. I mean, for some of you, this could be advice. For some of you, this could actually be really, really good. So we have one of your power cards in reverse underneath this Three of Cups. You know, sometimes like in certain group dynamics, there's like, everything's going smooth, and then like some person spills something, or like there's a get together, and it's like, oh, what did that? I'm getting some random stuff here. So again, watch out for the circle, the people around you, because there could be some funky conversations or communications here. But I'm going to get to the good message. The Three of Cups with the Knight of Swords in reverse, this is something that you can celebrate, that you don't have to put a ton of effort into, where it's like, oh, this just comes easy to me. Or, oh, that was quick. So that could absolutely be a big winner victory where it's like, I wasn't really planning on it. So could this be a surprising winner victory? Absolutely. Or an unexpected one? For sure. Um, but at the same time, like there is this like funkiness with the group dynamic where it's like a miscommunication, where it's like someone misunderstood me. So watch out for that, where like someone might take your words out of context, or they might misunderstand you. I'm getting a lot of stuff here around the communication realm. But the advice I was picking up, Three of Cups, Knight of Swords in reverse, if you've been busy, if you've had a lot on your plate, if you've been all work, no play, this combination is absolutely spirit trying to say like, hey, Libra, take some time for yourself, maybe spoil yourself, do something for yourself. So I know that's a lot of different stuff coming up there, but you know me, if I feel it, I say it. So we're going to keep moving along. So there's something here about enjoying yourself, taking some time for yourself, spoil yourself, win victory energy for sure, but then I have like this funky group dynamic thing going on too. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Let's see what the Eight of Pentacles has. Really want to get to that Devil now. So why is that Eight of Pentacles here? Quick. Okay. So Four of Pentacles underneath Eight of Pentacles. Now this is really shaping up to be a fantastic career read for some of you. So again, depending on what you're experiencing, depending on what you're going through, this is great for the earthly. So I like that. I feel like there's a lot of beautiful, claimable energy around the earthly. However, this is somebody that has to put a lot of effort into something. So this energy here on the front, something just seems to come easy. Something doesn't seem like it's work. Things just seem to flow. And then the Eight of Pentacles with the Four of Pentacles, it's like, why do I always have to try so hard? Now, if it's somebody working on themselves, that's a cool thing, right? The Eight of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles is like, hey, I know I've been holding on to these things. I know there's these certain things, certain behaviors, and I'm going to work on them. I'm going to work through them. I love the effort, and I love where this person's head is at, because it's like, I want to improve. I want to make something better. I want to get better. That's the vibe. But at the same time, there's something about it where it's like, but this is way harder than I thought it would be. So just watch out for any things or any situations where it's like you bite off more than you can chew, or something seems like it's going to be easy and smooth, but in reality, once you sign on that dotted line, it's like, wow, this is not what I thought it would be. I thought this was going to be a little bit easier. Why is this such a problem? That's how it feels to me. So again, watch out for certain situations and problems popping up. Let's keep going. Just like every Libra reading, there's this dualistic quality to what I'm picking up, because I really feel for some of you this could be an amazing career read, but for others I feel like this could be extremely frustrating too. So we're going to go in on the Devil. We're going to see. So why is the Devil here for the lovely Libras? Is it a warning? Is it a temptation? So why is the Devil? I feel like I have to shuffle one more time, so I'm going to do it. So why is the Devil here for Libra? Okay. So we have one of your power cards showing up in reverse. This is a very irresistible energy. It's an energy that's hard to resist, and it's an energy where it's like I just can't help it. It's like my kryptonite. So we have the Queen of Swords in reverse underneath the Devil, where it's like, I know this might not be the best for me, but I can't help it. I like it, right? I like what I like. It's one of those. Um, Queen of Swords is usually very serious, very stern, honest, straightforward, to the point, right? Extremely logical, very strategic and planned out. So when I see her in reverse underneath a card like the Devil, it's like, no, that's my weakness. So could there be a little problem flaring up? Potentially. I mean, Rome wasn't built in a day, right? If there's certain things that you're trying to work through, certain things you're trying to figure out, certain things you're trying to improve, yeah, it might take a little bit of work. But yeah, with the Devil and this Queen of Swords, it's just something I find irresistible. It's something that is kryptonite to me, and I just can't help it. I can't help but like it. So there's this really strong temptation, and I do think that this is a warning. I think it could be a serious or an important warning here. Not that there's impending doom or danger, but the energy is still there. That's what it is, where it's like, all right, well, even if it seems like it's in the clear, the energy's there. So this reading this week is like a tale of several different readings, depending on what it is you're going through. Because, yeah, we got warnings, we got wins, we got a little bit of everything happening here. We got easy energy, we got difficult energy. Let's go through and do a quick recap, then we'll get into the shadow. So if you kindly look in the box position number one, we start with the Three of Cups, Knight of Swords. In the positive sense, yeah, big win, victory energy where something just comes easy and it seems to plop in my lap. Love it. Really nice. Doesn't need a whole bunch of effort. Watch out for some funky group dynamics. And I was getting the image of like people gathering and someone just like spilling a drink on another person or dropping a glass. And it's like, whoa, all right. In the center, the energy isn't much easier, right? Because on the front, there is this energy where Spirit might want you to do something enjoyable that you like to do. But the Eight of Pentacles with the Four of Pentacles, great for career, great for money and business. So if you're looking for improvements in those areas, beautiful. But it's something that's a lot of work. It's something that's much harder or much more difficult than I thought it would be, where it takes a lot more effort, right? Where it's like, I thought it was going to be this, but in reality, it's this. And I saw something similar in the Gemini reading. Watch out for like salesman type individuals, smooth talkers that are trying to like convince you that something's easy, but it's really not as easy as it sounds. Now, again, this could be a good, nice, dedicated work energy, but moving to the back end, the warning comes in more when we have the Devil with the Queen of Swords in reverse, where it's like there's this energy that it's like a weakness to me. It's like I can't help it. I have a soft spot for it. It's my kryptonite. So watch out for any problematic energies that pop up, because it's like, hey, even if it's not the best for me, I like it. Right? It's like one of those. So no judgment here, but please take a screenshot if you want to look into it further. Let's see what's in the shadows. Okay, let's get a good shuffle here. And yeah, I always like to pull a shadow card at the very end just to see whether it's something within you or something you don't quite see. Shadow cards don't always have to be a challenge. They could be a good thing. So let's get you one. And yeah, if you made it to this point in the reading, please feel free to check out channel memberships. I'll put a link for it in the comments below. It's a beautiful way to support the channel, and I have much love for all my channel members. Okay, let's get this shadow card out. Thank you. Cool. All right, so we have the Six of Swords, and I'm going to give you the good and the real shadow side of it. The Six of Swords to me is usually coming out of choppy waters into calm. It does represent slow, steady improvement, where it's not like a huge breakthrough all at once. So there could be certain things that Spirit wants you to just pay attention to the pacing or the timing of it, right? Maybe it's the middle ground between these two energies we had in the front. But the shadow side of the Six of Swords, sometimes it's an energy that could give up. Sometimes it's an energy that can say, you know what, I'm supposed to do it, but screw it, I don't want to. Or it's an energy, something with abandoning or giving up on something. So again, not saying that's what you're doing, but this energy can sometimes be a little flighty, where it's like if you pressure it too hard, if you try too hard, it's just going to go the other direction. So watch out for things like that. But again, it could just be slow, steady results. We'll take that. So we're going to put that Six of Swords right there. My friends, that's what I have for you this week. Don't click away just yet, though. I'm going to give you the details of the May subscriber surprise. If you would like further insight on your situation, or you'd like to have a chat with me, you can book a personal session at my website, mastermetaphysics.com. My May calendar is up and the spots go quick, so you might want to check it out. But for the May subscriber surprise, we're doing another winner's choice. I will choose 3 lucky subscribers to win either a copy of the Tarot of the Owls, beautiful deck, and it's really nice, or 3 custom-made pendants from my website, mastermetaphysics.com. So if you'd like to get your name in for that, it's 2 simple things, as always, my friends. First, you must be subscribed, and second, let me know down in the comments, out of the cards that showed up in this week's reading, which one caught your attention most or resonated with you most. You'll be entered to win, and at the end of the month, the winners will be announced in the posts tab. My friends, much love, and I'll talk to you soon.